everybody. I'm going to just relax and share wisdom from the spirit realm. So let's see what they have to say here. Okay. There's still a lag on my... It's like I can't win with this setup yet. I don't know when I'll be able to win with it, but dang it, eventually I will win. So just bear with me. Sound and mouth and everything are not syncing up, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to share a message from Spirit, okay? Okay. So they really want to showcase something. It has to do with light energy. A spectacle of light energy, and it has to do with the Earth planet as well. Human beings not having the capacity or the know-how or understanding how to comprehend greater, higher wisdom. Human beings actually growing into the light, searching for higher wisdom even. Trying to attain or remember how to be in oneness with the highest realms of wisdom. That is human awakening right now. This has a lot to do with that. Human beings growing like plants out of the ground. Human beings were seeds stuck in the ground. Now they are able to grow because the light is hitting the planet now. That's what they're saying. They're saying, do you know who's talking, Abby? And I was like, they is talking right now. They're like, do you know who they is? It's like, come on. I don't want to know who they is. It's imperative. It seems like we need to find out who they is. So we're going to just relax and find out, okay? So they're showing me a female with blonde hair, and she has sort of a band around here. And it holds the hair, is what she says. These bands had more of a purpose, so keeping hair out of eyes. She has blonde hair, wears sort of a white toga type of thing. She's not very tall, maybe like 5'4" or something. She's just like a blonde woman from sort of Greek time. Athens is what she says. Athens, Greece. I would recognize her. Let me see. So... All right, so I have this friend who has this sort of wolf identity. So he's entering into my picture. Okay, so they're not gonna have a clue what you're talking about. Okay, so basically, I can sort of tell when people. So I don't know how to describe this. Here I am creating a video to talk to you about my spirit guides, sharing messages of wisdom from spirit. All the while, I have connections with other places, times, realms, other spirits, other beings. And so they're also talking to me at the same time that I'm talking to you, so it can be distracting. So there are moments where I'm speaking where I'm actually having to ignore some things that are just coming into my head. So it's like she balances a lot. That's I'm balancing a lot constantly in like a million places at once. Your spirit is too. You have this ability to you can do this too. Sorry about that. I might stop this video now. Dang it. I need to get back into focus. I just did a really humongous spiritual healing on a landscape. And the land was basically it had bad memories there. And the memories were contained within the earth. What would be like a very terrible event took place in this woods, and there was a girl that was, a young girl is basically raped and tortured and murdered there. And so it developed this very terrible energy, and bad smelly energies attract energies of equivalence, and so they sort of become more powerful based on this trauma energies. And so my friend happened to be staying in this neck of the woods, was telling me that it didn't feel right there, so I agreed to go see what I could see there, and so it ended up becoming like a really big healing journey. where I could heal what basically this soul child was trapped as a ghost there. So I had to heal the memory, and I had to heal the spirit to allow it to be released into the light, is literally what it is. The traumas were so deep that they went into the depths of the earth, and even the earth was disturbed by it. It'd been going on there for a long time. So here I'm making this video, and I saw his soul. So that tells me that he was must have read what my work was that I did, because the land now has been quite healed since then. So it's kind of, I don't mean to be doing this, interrupting my video, but somehow all of this wisdom does add up, and there's meaning to everything. I'm not just here to be a spiritual speaker. I'm here to heal too. It's not hard to just pop into areas to see what's there with your spiritual eyes, to actually see what is there and then heal it. Every human being has this ability. It is not a special gift. It is an ability we all instinctively have. The gift that has been given to our world is this sort of corrupted energy that has prevented us from being able to absorb the truth, to know that we are more than physical, we are spiritual. So when you are challenged to comprehend this, now suddenly you don't see this ability in yourself, and now suddenly you have to work for it, so to speak. It's not hard work. You already possess this ability. So anyway, that's why I had gotten distracted. Because that was a really big deal. I just did that. I got up at 4:30 this morning and did all of this work, and so now I'm sensing some movement, basically. So it's distracting. Let's get back to what I was saying, though. So the spirit realm says some distractions are good. Human beings need to know that the earth needs healed and that the earth can be healed. Human beings need to know that there are pockets of memory that exist all over this planet, and that human beings can come together and share vibrations of love to release ghosts, dark entities, dark memories. All of this stuff has to be healed. Everything does get healed in time. Even demon spirits, tortured souls, even can be touched with love and remember their expression as a gift of light and even return to the light. That's what they say. I'm showcasing that my gifts are more than just to be a channeled speaker, a channeler of wisdom. I also do connect and heal the earth, and heal sort of echoes of memories and demon souls. So let's get back on it. So we have that's like really big time for me. I'm trying not to allow this to disrupt this video. All right, I'm just settling back down again, then realigning with the purpose here. Okay, so this female has blonde hair. She has a band around her head. She's showing me that she stands with some plants, and that there are leaves and they're green. I'm not able to see more than just these green leaves that are of the same shape everywhere. And so she stands there and sort of looks at me. I'm just listening for her voice to speak more to me. She has sort of this playful side to her, so she could be sort of like a young woman or she could be a child. So she has this very sort of dual identity as being a very childlike and fun and silly, but then she can also be a young lady too. So that is part of her expression. She doesn't choose to speak yet, though. She only chooses to show me these images. Let's see what else. She's handing something to me. It's sort of conflicted between the leaves, green leaves, and some sort of box. It's somehow both of these things. A gift of nature is what she says. I hand you a gift of nature. Open it up to see what is inside. And inside there is a feather, a white feather. She says, do you know what feathers remind you of? And I say angel wings. And she says healing, angel healing even, showing me the extraordinary healing gifts I possess. See, this too is like me giving myself a reading. I have this ability to do this for you too. If you would like to get to know your spirit guides, just ask me. Go get a reading from my store, and I can share the wisdom with you. So she's showing this to me. She is one of my spirit guides, and she also possesses angel wings too. She has a human version that is both sort of a young lady, a young woman, but also very childlike, and then she also has wings like an angel. So she has these different reflective sides of her, and she's really into healing, and then healing of earth, and then even sort of like spiritual healing is really what this has to do with. Spiritually, me channeling healing from angels, from spirit too. Both. She is a reflection of healing for mankind, angelic healing for mankind. That's what it is. For old and young, all ages. Wants me to. She's giving me the feather while simultaneously I'm handing it to the world as well. Waiting for the world to catch my feather of healing is what this is. So, this is me giving myself a channeled reading regarding my spirit guides, who I never choose to find out what they stands for. I don't know what they means, or like who they are, because I don't know why. So she's like encouraging me to find out what her name is. So I have this thing about names, but I will relax, and then we'll discover what her name is. Okay. So she's like, she says that human beings really get like sort of cramped up on this one, and they forget that it can be any name of your choice, and the name you choose actually is aligned with the correct vibration of the spirit guide or entity that you are putting a name to. And that so the name itself possesses the vibration, so the name itself is also the expression itself. The expression of the spirit is also reflective in the name you choose. You can't get this thing wrong. So I've heard like several names in my head, but I haven't said them. And now I can't remember what they were. Okay, so let's try this again. She's sort of giggling at me. She's like, don't feel like a stump in the ground, Abby. Like, all right. All right, I will come up with this. So I keep hearing the name Loki, and I don't know why. Loki's not particularly everybody's friend, right? Loki has this sort of devious side. But she's showing me there's different versions of this name. It has other meanings too. It isn't just about deception. There's actually a very high vibration to this name. And Loki would be really appropriate for her. She's showing me that Loki even has it has a very high vibration. It is reflective of extremely wise, clever entity. She is far more clever than I would have given her credit for, just because she's sort of a youthful female. It's like, you don't have to be old to be wise. That's what she's saying. And Loki is a good name for her, because she's cunning, clever, and then she had deceived me because I had seen her as young and youthful, and so I did not perceive her as so clever as she truly is. And she's very clever and wise, a very high vibrational entity. So that is Loki, is one of my spirit guides. That's pretty cool, huh? Really wants me to see her as a Greek goddess. That type of expression, from that realm of highest vibration. Not just like a female from the town of Athens, but a legitimate Greek goddess. She is an expression of profound divine feminine energy. She is a mouthpiece that speaks through me. She shares the wisdom with humanity. She speaks the tones of what is like a scholar in a very old like prominent library. She's extremely in what you would see her as sort of like a silly young girl, but she's like insanely intelligent, sort of like, what do you call kids who are like a genius. She's like a genius. That's what her energy is like, insanely intelligent. So let's see. Looks can be deceiving. That's what she's saying. I'm relaxing a great deal. They're wanting me to pull in some wisdom related to what I saw earlier today. Because they're saying I'm still conflicted with the energy. It's still sort of in my mind, and human beings don't really. So your house possesses energy, and is reflective of your energy even too. The house that you choose to live in is also a reflection of yourself. The house, everything about your home is also a reflection of you. When you are in pain, oftentimes the house also is suffering. And you will see that you cannot make repairs. There's reasons why things are the way they are, and there are no coincidences. They're showing me that I have this, and I've been doing this too. It's sort of, I take journeys more than just to rebirth souls. I can take a journey into the spiritual version of your home in order to see what is there, and then to release entities, echoes, energies that are sort of too cushy on your energy field, and so you're sort of absorbing them too. I've seen ghosts before where I can release them, and then now I can sort of heal the vibrations there. There are ghosts that are, so people see houses, right? They think old houses would be haunted, but even new houses can be haunted too. Energies, it depends on what the energy vibration is. There's a spiritual realm that exists, a spiritual version, and there are different dimensions of the same, is basically what it is. When you heal all of the realms of the same, then now it's like an amazing plant is growing through all of these like soils in the earth, and then reaching and blooming above ground. And now the energy is healed from the depths and up to the surface. The surface enters into the physical realm and then heals that space. So I've just sort of, I just healed this land, this wooded area. And so it's sort of still like echoing in through my soul and out of me, because I haven't quite detached from the memories of the experience, because it was a really big deal. It was really, I wasn't expecting everything that I saw and everything that had happened. Even Mother Earth has energy of her own, and she does feel pain from the chaos that happens on this planet, is literally what this is. So anyway, give me a minute here. I'm just checking with the spirit realm to see what, because I'm still sort of in two places at once. I'm still sort of in that land area that I healed, and I'm also here speaking to you. So I haven't quite stepped out of the land, so it keeps distracting me, which is okay, because that shares wisdom too. They're talking now about being in multiple places at the same time. Do you know what your soul is capable of? You're not just being a human being, just going to work, eating, all of that stuff, or sleeping. Your soul is projected in all different places, and you even can control these places where your soul goes to. You can choose to go explore the universe, and you don't have to astral project to do it. Astral project, whereas you actually leave the body. In this case, you are actively you're actively involved in a spirit realm while you're simultaneously consciously involved being a human being. That's what I do all day long. I'm sort of simultaneously human and spirit, doing things in the spirit realm all the time. There's a lot you can accomplish in a day, and while you're just being a human being, you can heal every person that you walk past. You can You can project yourself to places where there's war, and your soul can help alter the vibrations there, while simultaneously planting a seed of love that is big enough to heal the entire globe. You can do these things. This is real. This isn't just make believe. This is real stuff. Asking me, they want you to ask yourself, what is the difference between your imagination and the spirit realm? This is for you to contemplate what the difference is. This is Loki speaking through me. Sharing wisdom through question and philosophical contemplation. She has this way about her. I didn't know it was a female that always does that, but it is. That is who does that. She's like, men aren't the only ones that are smart. Women are smart too. It's like, but I always felt it was sort of had a masculine sort of identity. But it is as female. See the value of discovering who they are, who the spirit guides are. Now you understand who you're working with. And there's a special meaning behind that. So now I can say that's Loki speaking instead of just saying they, and that helps too. So I'm just gonna call this a video, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna make some more videos, but this is what I've got for today. Thank you for watching.